They gonna come back and do it again.
Not if the police catch you.
How they gonna be coming?
Investigation and all that stuff. So you take fingerprints.
You might have a camera.
You
could have
a camera
just like you could have had a shot.
I mean,
could you imagine the world with no police though? Like us black people, I know we try to act like, you know what I'm saying, we want the police to just disappear. But do you want to live in a world with no like central authority? Like
somebody saying,
we really do, because I mean, if you really be honest, people who don't do crimes but still not do crimes, they'll work. There's people out there who just want to work and they want to work.
It'll be a whole lot more crime going on if there wasn't police. Like those cities, it's all them cities that defund the police, the murders and like. So you think it's gonna get better?
It ain't been no more like no higher increases. It's just been a constant increase in murder.
tell you something. Places like Chicago, there's a lot of neighborhoods that the police won't go to.
Would you want to stay in that neighborhood?
But they're the highest crime areas.
Would you want to stay in a neighborhood that the police won't go in? Would you? Okay, so we need to
all the neighborhoods that don't want to
everybody wants to know they police
because these areas, this neighborhoods across the country, like the police will come to a certain street, stop, and be like, hey, what do you like that? Y'all gonna have to call, go into the ambulance, back up, and most of the time, once you call the back up, you're already nervous. Your vibe, you're on alert. And it's because of the reason too. Because you have a neighborhood where niggas be doing the fucking most. And all the time, like, I step on your shit, I'm gonna shoot you.
Now, what if it wasn't no threat of going to jail or nobody coming to arrest him or none of that? Imagine some of the stuff that would go
like folks that's black and white kid, but that's not just African Americans, that's everybody. It'll just be wild, just straight wild.
Wild West again, like it was when they first started America. There wasn't really no police then. Everybody had the guns, and if y'all had a disagreement, I'm gonna lay you down in the street.
Meet me at High Noon.
We're gonna do a draw.
So y'all don't remember this song?
People get this dirty payment gangster. Yeah, you know we're from down there though. He ain't from did you call that these niggas sorry, bro? He ain't from down there. Excuse me, they don't know no better.
I bet the pepper gangster for real life. Big bad about that shit. You know that in real life? I met him in real life. I used to come to this one all the time. You know this one? This one put on some of that put on some of that local Jackie Chain?
Nah,
oh, did you see him play Jackie Chain?
I'm just like that song. The popular ones, Big Pope.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because he did that song with T.I. a long time ago. It had Black Boss.
That's the only local dude I know.
I'm local and home. I don't know, sometimes I just can't I'll be honest, man. Sometimes these motherfuckers don't even make good quality.
Is this more on speed right here? This from your generation, and this from your age. Oh, this is more you and Tim speed. Tim ready. Look, I said he can't even stop himself attack. You want to bet it?
Know what that
is. Y'all don't know what this is? Y'all know what this is. They know what this is, bro. They just ain't heard. You ain't heard it in a minute. Yeah, they ain't heard the main part of it. They gonna know what they play. Y'all know this song.
before when you was riding around listening to no children, man. Unless you was with your auntie on your own.
I did. We used to listen to 104.3 Hallelujah.
It was on like one radio station.
104.3 Hallelujah.
They don't know that about it.
I listen to it right now when I go down. That's y'all listen to Hot 105.7.
Nah.
Y'all was PK. Y'all can't listen to Hot.
We definitely wasn't listening to 97.9. Damn, 97.9. They said a few cuss words to the clock.
I wasn't listening to this. We up with both of us if you was listening to the radio.
Gotta go to the upside, it ain't, cause it don't even show up on the. Tell me how the black radio station is staticky on the north side. You go down South Broadway, it plays good. When you on the north side, you can switch in between channels. Like when you ride through the north side, you gotta switch back and forth from all static. What's in that, man? It always been like that.
No, I think
The only radio station in town that's static just take over sometimes. Why I got to be the black folks thing?
Fat Joe.
you see the difference between the south side and north side radio station that you can tune into, because it's the opposite too. Like if you ride and listen to Will, you go to the south end of town, that radio started breaking up, that station started breaking up. 104.1. What else? What's Seep Farms? It'll start breaking up when you get down there. It's real good when you're over by A&M, no matter what. But if you listen to some of those other stations, WZDX or whatever,
They gonna break it up too?
they break up over there by A&M. It's like they know how to block. It's almost like they know how to block each other out. Like, hey, you gonna be better off listening to this station if you in this area of town.
Oh, we ain't gonna go on the show.
No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that y'all really like got two people and y'all like swapping blunts with each other.
That's it.
I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I done been there, so I ain't. Now it just seems like you're doing too much.
I didn't know that. When I started having to be all different sides of town, I'm like, man, this radio station is it's working over here. And it's almost like you almost come to a specific road. Like what?
It ain't like that down south. Like we in Greenwood is like 30 minutes away from Montgomery, and we pick up all these stations. Like the radio station down south have a wide span. Like a Montgomery station, a damn near go to Birmingham. Why you gave me a cup of ice, bro? What you got over there?
Here you go.
What's that? You know me?
I touched it already. He touched Jermaine touched it too many times already. And then touched I hit it too.
So I wonder what that's about. Like, is it about influence? Like, is it like because I got a friend that he's super into conspiracy. But sometimes I talk to people like that, and they make a lot of sense in certain things they're saying. I don't think the government gonna make your ass grow or not. You know? But sometimes you be like they'll say mind control, but I feel like that's too much. Like that's too powerful. Like I don't like control my mind. But it's just having ads and being advertised to the market. Yes, you know what I'm saying? So I wonder if that plays a major role in that.
Let me run this. This is the N.O.N.A.M.E show. I'm Big Ben, No Face. We got Brother Bennett in here with us today. And you know, we got Big Man in the back corner bringing in the young man energy. Juju from Opelika, Alabama. So today I know you really from Opelika. You really from there. We gonna today we'll be talking about. Oh, hey, we get professional now. Hold on, stop the shit. I got notes.
I'm gonna add one to that. Your boy tried to avoid over here. But go ahead. We'll do that at the end. He heard me when I asked that question about
hey,
the
y'all,
love and money.
If you ever have a friend who asks you a question and you just don't want to answer,
Yeah.
and then you don't answer, tell them that that friend who's gonna come back and ask you again.
Oh, we can start it off with
He just not gonna let that shit go. So, I mean, we can start it off with it, Tim. Go ahead and throw that thing up there. Fuck it.
Y'all was talking about
We have no structure over here, man.
love and money. So how that work when you're single? How much?
I was talking about the love of money.
Well, let's switch it to love and money. What's the male role when it comes to relationship and finance? Like how does society see it now? In dating, I'm the only one in here married, so I can talk about the marriage thing. But when you date, I've noticed, you know what I'm saying, since I'm out the streets now, there's a lot of these girls out here just about that money. So how that work for y'all? Is caking okay? Like when I was coming through, it was almost like you was like you know what I'm saying, you was a sucker for caking.
That's true.
But it seems like today is necessary in order to even.
Oh yeah, bro.
But that comes from that. You said this on another, like one of the previous episodes. The women are actually becoming the savages in how the dating world really works. They super savage. Like they gonna get over on you, and you might feel like you getting got over on it, even if you give them up money and you got the money to waste on them. You know what I'm saying? Because you can date a girl for 3 months and then you mess around. You know, just depending on how you want to shine and how what look like the high quality chick. You know, she fine, high value chick or whatever they call it. You spend some money taking, like, you know, I'm gonna take this bitch on vacation. Wow, we going to Florida. Yeah, come with me.
Just up front, like as a part of like just dating.
Now you definitely suck if you do that the first time. But if you got the money though, like if you can afford to do that without feeling like there's consequences if you don't stay with that girl, then you can do it. It's almost like the dope boy way. Niggas, I mean, trick off on women, like, especially if you single, yeah.
But you ain't really got it though. See, what I see, like you said, the dope boys. A lot of dope boys out here caking, but they ain't got nothing. Like, as soon as you get locked up, you know what I'm saying, everything's over with. A real caker, where I'm from, was the sugar daddies.
Hold on, so let's go.
They the only ones got enough money, like longevity. They got their own house, they own their car, they got a nice retirement job. Huh?
What's y'all definition of caking?
Facts.
Because
you really gotta have money to cake.
Because so our definition of
Caking is financial.
So no, our definition of caking in 2021 is when you spend a bunch of time with a girl, like you on the phone with her all the time, you talk to her all the time, like you caked up. Like,
Man, that's dangerous right there.
Caking back in the day was spending that money.
So you talking about tricking.
The caking you talking about is coke, or used to be called coke. You spending all your time on the phone, you trying to be, y'all around each other all the time, y'all going out to eat and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's caking today.
You caked up or you booed up.
Yeah, don't show y'all age too much.
Well, what about tricking then? Let's call it whatever y'all youngsters call it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they call it either, so I'm gonna show my age.
Tricking been the term since back, in the 60s.
I call it tricking. Y'all know I'm an old ass nigga. I just turned up the man.
I mean, tricking was a trick was actually the male dude paid the prostitute.
But it's the same. I'm glad you said that. Is that the same thing? If I got to spend all this kind of money on you before I can even get your attention, is that not the same as prostitution?
I don't know. So most times prostitutes. Well, no.
I did have a history teacher. I had a history teacher tell me in 10th grade everybody is a prostitute. If you're getting paid for your services, you're prostituting. That's the definition of it. It really didn't have anything. The definition really don't have anything to do with sex. It's getting paid for services.
But when it comes to relationships, like if I got to pay to even get some dating attention, you know you got to spend the money to smash, right?
Yeah.
So how can you afford to be single? I'm asking the single guys, how can you even afford to be single out here in these streets today?
You can't. In the words of my nigga Larry June, if I chase hoes, I'll probably be broke. Man, y'all
you just take
your say that shit.
Take your time. No, don't try and spread yourself out too much.
That's a lie, bro. These women.
And then y'all want to have multiple women. Like how you even have multiple women when all them about?
I'm just saying, just being single. I'm gonna only date or court one woman at a time.
Amen.
Now I might have my nights where shit, it's real. What the fuck you gonna say to me? I can hear it. But I mean, it's being honest. That's a part of being single, and I know women do it on the other side too.
Do they?
That's just yes. That's being single.
Ooh, I got a question for you. So I said to somebody earlier. Maybe I was talking to you, Jordan, but I was talking to somebody. I said that when those people do them like online, like cheaters and stuff like that, like you setting yourself up to be upset. So like if you try to put on the internet now they got these situations where like this woman or this man will send somebody to try to see how their spouse react. And I was like, that has got to be the dumbest shit ever because people crave attention. Like your spouse or your person you're around all the time is not the same person that's around you all the time when they're by themselves. Like people crave attention, especially if they're not getting it in certain places.
But when you want to know,
no,
I ain't saying set them up, but naturally by instinct, you gonna watch how your girl react to other dudes before you decide to take her serious. It's the same thing. You just ain't sending nobody to her.
But no, you ain't going. It's true. But that means she got the respect to not do this shit in your face.
Actors and stuff like that.
But yeah, I mean, some of it be fake. But I'm like, but your girl also got the respect not to do certain shit like that in your face. What I'm trying to say is, I believe even men, think about it, men. Let's be real.
But you single though.
As a single man, I mean, I think that like I can't speak for married. Well, I can't speak for married men.
But you single though. See, that's the thing.
I can't speak. I know a lot of married men, but I can't speak for married men.
What's the question you got for a married man?
Huh?
What question you?
Because it sounds like Dre got something to say over here.
No, man, I ain't got nothing to say.
What you mean you can't speak for a married man? What's you trying to speak on? And let me speak on.
Actually, so I know a good deal of married men, and I'm not talking about just the married men in my circle. I'm talking about married men just in general.
Yeah.
And the amount of those men who still like crave attention and talk and lust after women is ridiculous.
That's never gonna go away.
Exactly. And so my point is, it happens on both sides.
But I ain't saying that you're gonna go out and like, try to attract the attention, but marriage don't change your eyes and what you like. You still like fine women whether you're married or not.
That's why I think
you just have to be able to control yourself and not, pursue
that. You set yourself up to be angry.
Why?
Because just because your spouse talked to somebody who came up to them and told them something that they wanted to hear, don't mean that they're gonna go fuck them. They're just gonna entertain it because you telling me some shit I want to hear.
But see, if you're married, you shouldn't be entertaining it.
Okay, now let's talk about it. You don't think so?
No, I'm not entertaining it. Like I ain't saying don't take compliments from guys that give you compliments, but don't be like entertaining it, flirting and like going on dates with them, or you know what I'm saying, having like a little work boyfriend or whatever. Like
so,
you set yourself up for failure.
I ain't saying going on no dates.
I shouldn't be doing.
I ain't saying going on no dates and that's too far. But everybody got a work wife or something.
It's a thin line between consistent flirting and smashing, bro.
Exactly.
So a married person shouldn't even put themselves in that position, is what I'm saying. If you want to stay faithful, like why even tempt yourself like that?
I don't know. Bill Gates had it written into his marital contract that he can still talk to his own.
Her wife is accepted.
Bill Gates basically made the internet.
That nigga's like, I wish somebody would come as you wrong.
It wouldn't even matter if he didn't have like a prenup or anything like that. What are you gonna lose? Oh, I'm gonna lose half of $6 billion that I play with every year. $13 billion I play with every year. What part of his life would it change? Like Jeff Bezos, the Amazon dude.
Yeah, she finna get half, but like you can't spend all that money in your lifetime. Man.
Yeah, that's way over the wealthy.
Hey man, I'm trying to catch Melinda out here in these streets.
Who's Melinda?
Melinda Gates.
Man, shut up.
Hey,
I ain't gonna say to you.
Hey, y'all tripping.
So how much you cake or trick on a chick these days determine like how much attention she gives you? Like they go to the highest bidder sort of thing.
Oh, I don't think so. So I think that's kind of shallow as well for men to believe. Like, because I think
That's honest though.
women also, men don't do what women want. We have to be real about that.
So what do they want? Tell us what women want.
I don't know what women want, but I know we ain't doing that.
I thought you was at least gonna bullshit us.
I ain't. Y'all ain't get me caught up. I don't know what women want, but I know we don't do it.
I'll say this: the dating single game, I don't want to say it, but being honest, the prettier the woman is to the overall population of people, the more money you're gonna end up spending.
I watch like I'm still my eyes to the streets now.
The more money you end up spending because
you ain't getting no baddie without having.
But you know what though? We be wanting to.
Oh, you try. You a shooter.
Now I can remember that day when it was all about the mouthpiece. Like you will see a dude that really like ain't really got much and could be ugly, but if he know how to talk, he'll get a bag.
Pull something off.
I mean,
but
that works in small situations.
But now, small situation.
Like you're not gonna get Cardi B or somebody off that shit.
I got a question. I do got a question. Cause y'all saying that about, you feel me, getting a pretty girl, you did that. What is the ultimate success of that? Like, you talking about getting her like that's your girl or getting her having sex with her? Cause I know, I'm speaking personally, you feel me, some bad girl, you feel me, I go to a college with a lot of very attractive girls, you feel me, like, it's like, you feel me, it's those, these people, parents and models and things of that nature, you feel me, and they just out there having fun, money ain't a thing to them. They spending more money on me than I'm spending on them. You get what I'm saying? Like, just cause they parents sending them that money for school. So it's like, you feel me? If you go saying, oh, this is my wife is that bad, or my wife is, you feel me, top standard, but it's like, okay. You feel me?
I see you still in college though, so like
that's when stuff pumping.
You know what I'm saying? It's easier to get a high quality female in college because ain't neither one of y'all really got nothing.
Yeah.
So like I remember
N.O.N.A.M.E. Is that not?
I can remember N.O.N.A.M.E, bro, when I first got here, like, all the bad chicks were talking to the local dope boy. Like, a regular college student couldn't even, you know what I'm saying?
It's still kind of like that. Unless you
the girl with the glass and you like,
yeah, you got to get an undercover.
Okay, she fine.
Undercover jewel that ain't everybody don't know that. But all the popular bad like, they going to the highest bidder, bro.
Oh, that's still the same. That's still the same. You know, bro, it was so crazy is you catch them ugly. And then like you know the men, and then when they blow up, they just act like they don't know niggas no more.
I don't agree with the ugly part because
they be subpar. Let's not talk about it.
That diamond look rough until you know.
They didn't dress like the fine hood girls that come to class with a white beater on with no bra, and then it could be a girl sitting right next to her. She got glasses on. She's all covered up.
Yeah.
They got the same body, same face, but this one that's dressed in a certain way, she gonna be looked at like,
but she exposing everything.
But this girl with the glasses on, she's like, oh yes, she raising her hand in class. I'm like you
know, I think too good. You gotta look like, hey, she look like she thick up on her. You know what I mean? You got to really examine and see that. You know what I mean?
then when they graduate and turn into the women that they're gonna be, people be like, hey man, you remember that girl? Like, yeah man, I remember her. And nobody want to talk to her. I like her. Y'all ain't seen her without the glasses on. But it's kind of like that stigma, like the shine of a lot of things. That's why I said that pursuit of money kind of get on my nerves now a little bit, because it's like I'm trying to be shiny to get some women, but there's nothing wrong with it though. Like
it's sad that you can't get them without
you can't. But
slaving to get your money. I see why you get mad. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I should be able to get me a nice young lady without killing myself.
I don't want to pay for everything unless we're gonna go back and forth. But that's the dating scene. They savage, like you said.
Nigga, did you get groceries delivered to your house?
It's 2021, man.
Hell yeah, I get my groceries delivered.
He done
People walk around.
He done paid like an extra $15, $20 to do that.
Man, that shit just blew my mind.
Bro, we ordered a pizza the other night, bro. Shit, it was $35.
It's only $10. Fuck.
And Domino's delivered.
This nigga got a whole.
It gotta be more than $10. They ain't bagging your groceries up, driving them all the way over here and bringing them up still with no $10, bro.
Yo, right now, the pandemic is free. Y'all niggas just don't know. I'll show you.
You got a hack or something.
I show you. I bet they getting paid.
But he paying more for everything. The online price is different from the in-store price.
Nope, and they change it. They show you your receipt. Y'all tripping.
Man, I done got a large pizza with however many wings for less than $35.
I mean, it's built into the price of the food, man.
No.
So order a pizza right now, bro.
Scroll.
I'm just saying, man.
You paying something for
Business,
Uber.
in business sense, they not gonna do something that's not making money, bro.
It's okay, bro.
So it's gotta be built in some way, even though you can't see it.
Hey.
I feel you convenience. I mean,
That
you
pizza
got
and wing was $35. It was $35.
Hey, bro.
Just a pizza and some wings.
Hey, it was cheese stuff, and we had 16 wings. Nigga.
I've ordered stupid stuff like that before.
And we bought
It
some
wasn't
stupid shit.
35. It was like in the 22 range.
Man, y'all
So has a chick ever told y'all that y'all too broke for her? Like, just came out and said, like, you ain't got enough money for me?
No, they just don't talk to you. Like, they're like, you'll get into the point of the conversation where you be like, you're just like, as a man, from somebody who ain't where I want to be in life, who has high hopes and aspirations, I shoot like Steph from Logo, and I'm fat as hell. So like, from that perspective, it's kind of
get away from the fat part.
You trying to kill a moment with the little giggle, trying to get a little comedic relief.
I don't like y'all niggas. But no, in a serious tip, it's kind of, I don't know, it's like, they don't really tell you, just know as a man, you don't want to be in the position of, I can't afford this one. Like, you know it as a man.
And that's like society. Like, back in the day, that wasn't even a consideration.
And it's like, you'll ask the bitch out and she'll name a place, you be like, shit. Like,
You gonna take her there?
you gonna take her there, but then it's like, how many times can I take this bitch there?
You ain't. I mean, no.
You don't know how to say no?
Oh, I know how to say no, but then
But
you
your
gonna
emotions
be
depend on the level of
fine. She is.
attraction.
I guess that's the
I'ma say attraction.
that's the immaturity that we. I got zero fuck.
And it don't seem like they can provide the lifestyle for themselves that they expect somebody else to do.
So
Most
that ain't even
of
fair.
our parents do go.
no, they got it. Mostly, and then
I said for yourself, like your parents, that ain't gonna always.
But as a girl, your daddy let you as a father, you'll let your son be out there and let him, you feel me, life.
And I
Get
said-
it in his mouth faster than you'll let your daughter.
Most of these women though, and the ones that you see on the internet who got it like that, bro, these women got businesses. They moving and booming. It be like
I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about the locals, right?
But no, I'm talking about
Even them
surrounding
too.
area.
But
they be on this shit too, bro. They all be on it. So what I peeped is, and this is why I've been on this, like, we gotta stop putting pussy on the pedestal, like, movement, like, because women will use a man, and I'm not saying use, maybe not use, but a woman will be with a man will pay all her bills, she'll stack her bread, she'll go through school, she'll get all her shit together, and this nigga will still be in the same position, and then she'll start shitting on that nigga.
Who made up the rule that the men supposed to pay all the bills?
But that's why I've been on this movement.
That came from back in the day where the women were the housewives and the men, it was only one person working.
It is very rare.
And that's the only reason why the man paid all the bills, but the woman was submissive, did all the work and cooking and cleaning, and like, you know, followed the lead of the man.
Yep.
It ain't like that no more. They want the traditional, you take care of me, but we don't get none of the benefits or all that other stuff.
I think the cost of living changed that a lot too.
Is it, okay,
Cost of living is fucking all that up.
we both grown, like in a marriage. We both grown, we both work. How can you logically say that it's okay for me to pay all the bills and you do what you want to do with your money? How's that teamwork and partnership? That sounds like abuse. If it was on the reverse end and it was the woman paying all the bills and this man worked, and you know what I'm saying, he do what he want to do with his money, he'll be the scum of the earth.
He gonna be dead.
So why it ain't the same thing on the other side?
He'll be a deadbeat even without children.
Right. Cause you using her, you taking advantage of her.
Right.
Why y'all don't say the same thing when your homegirl do it and expect it? Like, if we a team, if we a partnership, then we should be working together, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if I got to pay all the bills, then why I need you? I might as well be out here in the streets and just have another one in every other night if I got to pay for everything.
Might well be single as fuck. No, that's real shit. Like, cause if I can't, but that's, I agree. But what I'm telling you is, it ain't like that. And what's gonna change that, to me, I believe what changes that is men stop putting pussy on the pedestal.
That's why, because
We
they
take
willing
that
to pay.
power.
If
We
you want to do
willing to
it,
do
it's
that
another sucker out here that will.
We willing to buy Porsche trucks, Tremaine.
Chill out.
Tell us about the Porsche truck, Johnny.
I don't know nothing about no Porsche. I've never even been to a Porsche dealership. He lied. I've been to a Mercedes place. But
Would you buy an Altima?
Would you buy a car in Germany? I would, I ain't gonna lie. If I'm with my old lady, like, and we, like, I put my name on the line for Asia.
I didn't put my name on no paperwork, but I did assist in the purchase of a vehicle.
Okay. Explain to me.
But I have a child with her, and I was like,
Okay, that
I
makes
know
sense.
This
That
car
makes
was
sense.
messed up.
That makes sense.
So
You got
it's
child.
like, she might have been like, she probably could have had all the money to do it. But the fact that I have a child with it, that ties in a different angle too.
What if it's just your girl?
That's what I'm talking about.
Would that be okay?
I ain't talking about the baby mom. You ain't have to tell us.
No, listen, to be honest. No. If I had the money, if it was disposable income, yeah, go ahead, get you a little car. There's gonna be my name on it to where I'm
gonna call the folks on you. Come
if
here.
it is, I gotta get that back. But you have to play the dating game smart, especially with women being so savage now, and compared to. For me, I do think women have a different, like a common sense intelligence level, most of them do, that I've dealt with in my life. They gonna play the game way rougher than you. Me,
Why we playing games with each other though?
Way rougher than you. I learned that.
I'm just saying playing the game. I don't know.
Man, you cannot play.
What happens to it is like keeping it real. Like, look, you know what I'm saying? And neither one of us trying to be committed to each other. We can smash when we want to, and you can hit me up if I'm available. You know what I'm saying? What happened to just being real?
That don't work.
Both sides.
Why don't?
Come on, man. Look, soul ties is real, brother.
Nowadays, both sides will say that, but it'll be one side.
Nah, bro.
Really, just they saying that because they feel like that's what they supposed to say,
man.
And they can't. They really can't handle.
Let's be real.
That type.
Let's be real. Let's talk for a minute, gentlemen.
I'm listening. Gentlemen. My bad.
Soul ties are real. Tell me you can't think and remember every moment, and if it ain't full you can't remember every detail. You remember small, minute situations from each.
So what they got to do with you playing games and lying to us instead of telling the truth?
But that's why we be fucking around with people we don't have. We be building soul ties with people we shouldn't even come across in contact with. And so therefore you have to put on this facade and change who you are and play games.
You have to?
You ain't gotta change who you are.
If you still want to be around, if you're trying to keep that person in the loop,
you're not gonna change.
So you mean that you approach to being somebody you're not?
That's how the games get started.
I was just saying games like,
because what is game?
That's where the caping and all that come from. Like when I approach you, I'm gonna make it seem like I got it and draw you in when I really don't.
What the fuck is game, bro?
But that's what it's all about. You can outgame the other one.
See, I'm still a young nigga, so game to me is nigga my mouthpiece. Like,
but your mouthpiece only get you so far when you get older. Like
that's what I mean.
They got money.
That's why I'm asking y'all, what's the goal when you get older? Is y'all trying to fuck these people one time and just, you feel me?
And that's what I'm trying to say. The game gotta change at some point. Like when does it change? Like
how would it change? This is natural human interaction. It's not gonna change.
I'm not saying like
the game ain't gonna change. The game ain't. To me, the game ain't got nothing to do with money for the most part. Now it has been added into it, and it's being over glorified in the dating scene. Like chicks wanna, before the pandemic, chicks wanted to meet you at the club. She want you to have the flashy or nice fit on and all of that. Back in the day, white tee. I can wear a white tee and pull something off.
Bro, them white tees were still like $30 for them big ass shirts y'all was wearing.
But you could have been a regular and just as long as you know how to talk, you
straight. Get in the club and just be at the right place.
That might have had something to do with it. Like when it went through this whole period of just listening to a whole bunch of BS. And then it did turn out all they got is baby daddies and don't get nothing out of it. And they like, okay, we done did that. I done seen my older sister do that. We ain't doing that. You gonna pay me something up front for my time that you about to waste because I know you already
playing. Exactly what the fuck it is.
So it sort of makes sense if you say that everybody playing games up front. If I was a female, I'd do the same thing. Look, I already know you lying. Tell me what you trying to spend.
And then
I'm gonna get you up front.
Because if I know you on bullshit from, I'm gonna be on bullshit too.
So, but then my point is,
at what
point in time as men do we decide that pussy is on a pedestal, like on a pedestal, and that our bodies are vessels?
You use a very vulgar word, but
Tunchi.
Tunchi.
Put rice on me.
But when are we gonna act like Tunchi's not on a pedestal?
Because you can't. That's not.
You can't. It always has been.
And that's because we didn't.
That's going to go to the end.
Think about how them niggas was acting in the 40s, 60s. Come on, man.
I think it's less of on the pedestal now than what it used to be. For instance, let me explain to you. My daddy used to tell me about how they used to have to beg and plead to smash.
Have three of their homeboys singing on the corner.
It wasn't like you could just smash easily. You know what I'm saying? Tunchi really has been devalued as far as access to it. As long as you got a little bread or a little popularity or a little power, you can get it. But back in the day, you had to court.
You had to go through that process.
Yeah, you wasn't just smashing easily.
But they also had legal whorehouses and shit.
Other than a prostitute, we talking about day-to-day.
Legal whorehouses.
Yeah, we talking about day-to-day regular females.
What What is a strip club?
All legal courthouse.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he probably got fans. I'm sorry, but that's a strip club. That really is.
I don't see that.
And then it's like Cardi and Megan them sort of teaching them to like, you know what I'm saying? Throw that thing out there and get as many niggas as you can.
Yeah. Break the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You know, that song, there's a song out that's like, get that cash, that bag, and leave.
I mean, I can understand.
So can you blame them though for how, like, think about the last 50 years of how men been treating women?
That ain't got shit to do with me.
But these little girls been watching their grandmamas, their mamas, their auntie, and all that getting played. It do got something to do with you. The way we see them got something to do with the stuff our uncles and stuff told us. You ain't got one girlfriend, you ain't smashed nothing yet. Like the fact that we even see them like that got to do with back in the day. Like it does affect you.
Yeah, that's real.
That's what I'm saying, man. Men don't treat everybody like vessels, and I'm not saying I'm no saint, cause I'm not.
So how can we change this?
Man, what's the best way you can treat your body on earth? Other than taking a bath. What can you do to your body?
You can meditate, stretch.
Meditation.
Okay, so maybe
Get good sleep and eat good.
Yeah, bro. Meditation will change your whole life.
It changes a whole bunch.
Meditation will change
A
your
lot
whole
of my
life.
work, then.
What you mean by change your life?
Meditation will change your whole life, bro.
Meditation will overpower sex.
It will.
You can meditate, and you know
It's
how,
like control.
You know how you were with a lady you was attracted to very strongly, and she just got up as soon as you sprung. She got up, you walked out. You got, I'm gonna take a cold shower or something like you. You feel me? Like that. You can meditate.
Young boy stuff, he still got that blood.
you can meditate.
I ain't know you get out just looking at you.
Go to sleep.
You get out there. That's
Go to bed.
I remember them days.
No, heated it. I guess so. Yeah, but meditation is different though. Like.
So you telling me meditation can take away your sexual craving?
Yeah.
So like meditation is prayer.
How do you start meditating while you in that mode?
But what y'all mean by meditation?
Right.
Like explain to me what the process is when y'all meditate.
I don't feel like I'm meditating in it.
Meditation is different for everybody.
So meditation.
Meditation is different.
Sex is meditation.
So like, if you trying to, it depends on what you're looking for in your meditation. There's different types of meditation, different ways to meditate. So like, if you're meditating for peace and calmness and stillness,
give us an example of your meditation. Because you're being too broad. Give me an example of how you meditate. Like, what's the posture? Like, what?
So for me personally, I really don't want but for me personally, I sit in the middle of the floor and I close my eyes and I breathe in my nose to account for 4. I hold it to account of 4 and I breathe out to account of 4.
So what's the mind process? What are you thinking about while you're doing
I'm thinking about breathing. And then eventually when my mind goes quiet, then I start to think about me and the things that I have going on. And everything's kind of still. And I work out my problems and things that I want to do for the day and things that I want to do.
But it's going to be a butt naked bitch walking in front of you while you doing that?
She could. She can walk dead slap
in front of me, bro.
And guess what you gonna do?
Stay meditating. Because your mind, bro, because I'm gonna be real with you, no cap, bro, you think it's funny. But when you really start thinking about, you don't realize how much shit you bottle up, how much shit you don't really get to work out in your mind because everything's moving so fast.
I was going to say, I think I do that naturally, but I don't do a lot, you know what I'm saying?
If my lady walking in front of me while I'm sitting down trying to meditate.
Meditation.
I think I do that already without it being a set time.
Oh yeah.
Because I be in space a lot, you know what I'm saying? I daydream a lot of, like you saying you do when you meditate during the daytime.
See,
not present for real.
Mm-hmm. And I think I'm more like what you saying, Tim. Like I be I'm meditating. It's almost like I'm maybe meditating at all times in a way because I'm thinking about everything that I do want to do, and I'm keeping myself calm. I am relaxing myself and all of that. For the most part, that's how I'm thinking. Like if I'm not around anybody else, I'm meditating because most of the time I'm talking to myself in my head.
And we work with our hands, so it's like when you working, you sort of meditate.
It's almost comforting, even if you're in a bad position or a bad habitat.
I do the same thing. I work with my hands. I sit in the warehouse by myself most of the day. I think to myself most of the day, but it's not the same. Like you can walk and shoot, and you might hit your target, but it's so much easier to shoot sitting still.
So what's the difference in prayer? You like talking to yourself in meditation and not really talking to God?
Prayer and meditation the same thing. Sometimes I do both. Like sometimes I'll get into meditation and I get to thinking about something and it'll really start bothering me, and I just start praying, and like I'll just get like caught up in the prayer of what I'm trying to get to.
So I want to know this: if you sitting down in the middle of the floor, Indian style,
you finna make fun of me. You finna make a mockery out of it.
Yes, you gotta make a mockery out of it.
And your lady walk by wet naked, it's not gonna break your concentration.
No. Now after my 15 minutes,
okay, I'm just asking.
That's a whole nother scenario.
I can see people that do a lot, you know what I'm saying, that's busybodies and you don't really have time to sit down and just think. I can feel you.
But no, I'm not sitting in the room. I have a lot of time to sit and think, bro. Friday, bro, at work, I literally sat in a corridor on the stairs watching these guys fix stuff for 8 hours. Just sitting there.
And you was meditating then?
No, but my point is, at work, I spent a lot of. I did at some point.
What if I walked by you butt naked right then? And then it broke your focus on watching these motherfuckers fix stuff?
Probably. But in meditation, your eyes are usually closed. And you don't have to sit. You can lay. You can stand. You can walk. Meditation, you can do whatever makes you comfortable. The point is to still your mind. Like you working, so your mind is still thinking about work. You just multitasking. You've learned how to multitask. Imagine what you could really think about and what you could really focus on if you put your focus on that at that one time in that one space.
Other than prayer, you never tried that, like just to be quiet and listen to my own thoughts. I know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm sometimes I'm such a loner that I spend so much time.
My only child, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing that.
Like I feel like I be spending so much time by myself anyway, for the most part. If I'm not working or doing whatever I'm doing, I'm at the crib by myself and I'm thinking. So I feel like anytime I'm alone,
just try it though. When they tell you how to fold your legs up in the middle of the floor,
you ain't gotta fold your legs up.
I'm gonna go
hit the Rafiki on them. Ain't making fun of y'all. Hit the Rafiki on you. You don't even know who Rafiki is.
I know Rafiki, but I don't do the Rafiki.
I'm gonna be asleep, bro.
I don't do the Rafiki, bro.
I done tried to.
I rub my knees. Ain't gonna lie.
I've tried to do what I guess media has showed us is, we're sitting. Next thing you know, I'm like, man, why am I asleep like this? Let me get up and get in the bed. I'm out.
Because you're not thinking.
I am thinking though. Like
you have
to.
What about the chants? Like y'all doing the chants? I
do sometimes.
I was watching a documentary about N.O.N.A.M.E book. y'all know who N.O.N.A.M.E book is? You don't know who N.O.N.A.M.E book is, do you? These two right here should know who N.O.N.A.M.E book is. Who N.O.N.A.M.E book? Tremaine.
I'm saying, bro.
You don't know who N.O.N.A.M.E Bullock is? No. Y'all know who N.O.N.A.M.E Bullock is. Come on now, think. N.O.N.A.M.E. Tina Turner, man.
I know, bro.
Oh, okay. But yeah, they got a real documentary. You know, she do that meditation and stuff, so. That's what I thought about when you said that I used to put them hands on somebody. She had to start, like, she had to clear her soul or all that stuff. So I feel
Hey, chill. My friend got her on that.
but you so stupid.
He's the cat N.O.N.A.M.E. Goddamn Nutbush.
Nutbush, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But the dating scene is really, it's a totally different ball game, bro. Like, now compared to even maybe 10 years ago, 5 years ago, that dating scene, it don't matter if you're a guy and you spend your money on women, because it just, you gonna do that if you into women. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are gonna spend money, no matter what it is. Really, I mean, I ain't saying you're a trick because you do spend money. Now, if you actually going to a whorehouse and buying prostitutes, yeah, you're a trick.
You probably get more return on your investment doing it that way than the way they doing it these days. You spending money on a chick that's gonna go to the next one in a couple
said
weeks.
something right
You
there.
get more return on your investment going to a whole house. Because you're actually getting something in return.
Right, you got
Other than just getting played.
And going out costs a lot of money.
If you playing the game, you gonna get played. The dating game, the dating game to me now is not about not getting played. You gonna get played.
That's sad, bro.
It's
like,
crazy.
It's like a lion chasing a gazelle. You gonna miss a few.
Like y'all, like, you know what I'm
you
saying?
catch
You
one.
gonna compete on who gonna play the other one first or play you the most.
Oh yeah. Now
That's a sad thing.
I don't know if it's about money all the way in that way, but you gonna if you feel like you lose a chick and the chick feel like she lose a dude that she into, they gonna feel played. So it's almost now like you gonna get played. If you ain't really building towards marriage, you off the market, I'm off the market. This us.
So what it take? Two people that tired of the game. Like, I'm tired of trying to play somebody. I'm tired of getting played. I want to try something that's real and not play no game. And you like 30, 35, 40 years old before you get there.
That would probably be the best scenario for somebody in that age range. The young cats say, hey, have fun. Just do what you do. But just know.
But see, that's the whole mindset that messed up the whole scene. Like, if we train the youngsters to just go out here and smash everything they can smash, that's the whole reason why all the women score now and making you pay to play. Like, if we train them to find somebody they like and like be faithful to her and try to make it work with her. If it don't work, go up, find somebody else you like, you know what I'm saying? We promote that.
But see, what you just said also could just be, that was the old dating scene that we probably came up in.
Right.
You find somebody you like, you deal with them, and then if y'all have whatever fallouts, y'all not married, so you don't have to pay to not be in what's considered a relationship with this person. And then you go to the next one, and then you go to the next one, and then you go to the next one. Then you need to start figuring out, hey, what's wrong with me? Because I can't keep just this one. I keep going through multiple and multiple. I might not be dealing with a bunch of people just smashing.
I think that's better though, because now it's like we're training them to just be hoes on both sides. Like, we're training the young men to smash as much as you can, and the women training the women to get as much out of niggas as you can, because they trying to play you anyway, so you might well get as much as you can get out of.
That's not everybody.
I'm talking about generalization. I ain't talking about extremes. I'm talking about like the general
I
consensus.
think
the black community.
I think the majority is.
You don't think that's it? You young, so you know like the new way.
It's about as many.
I'm just gonna throw this in there. We hitting Joe Rogan numbers about at this point, so
What we got? My bad.
we got it like an hour and 15, 20.
Because you've been recording the whole time. You said you were recording.
Right.
No, I started recording when I was playing the Dirty Boy.
What you been saying though? You don't think it's like that no more?
No, it's like that, but I don't think it is as much as y'all think it is.
So a regular chick ain't out here trying to get over.
Yeah, it's regular, but it's about as much as it was back in the day. Like,
Yeah, because
during my
the
time,
is like niggas
the
don't
female
want
was out for
looking.
love.
The niggas don't want.
It's female
They don't
love.
want regular looking chicks though.
Okay.
It's out there for love.
Like
that's it right there.
It's just a regular.
Y'all
And like I mean that
being
the nicest of ways, but like I'm talking about like a natural chick, like a natural, like she just look the way she look. Like nowadays niggas want bitches with ass shots and breast implants and nose jobs and the big lips and shit. Like
I don't know nobody like that.
I was just gonna say, I don't think.
But that's what I'm saying.
But y'all don't realize it.
I think TV
every
shows
girl y'all see, every girl that is considered top notch in today's
My
society.
Instagram models.
Bruh, I'm talking about it.
You sound like you
You talking about? It's some locals around here.
Bruh,
Cornbread thinking ain't did nothing to that body.
But you ain't paying to play for no locals for real.
Why you ain't?
And even the locals got ass shots and shit, bro. Like y'all think that shit costs more than it do.
I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but it's not like a prominent thing.
It's more prominent than y'all.
It's more prominent than y'all think.
It says it's prominent.
Like y'all see a fat ass at Walmart, everybody got an ass shot, bro.
Man, I done known a girl since I was about 10 years old. That I know that's real.
Sometimes
And she done grew up into it and
Yeah,
kept it.
you can tell the difference.
Sometimes you can.
My girl got like she been like that.
So you can't take credit for it. Huh? You can't take credit for giving it to her. Huh? It's natural. You know, some people try to take credit. I mean, you wouldn't think child star.
I know a lot of girls like that actually that are naturally thin, but when you see that fake booty though, like for real,
Why they getting fake titties? And you don't even realize.
I follow Dr. N.O.N.A.M.E on Snapchat.
now fake titties,
They redoing them.
I don't
They
think
get fake titties left and right, and then they look good. You don't even realize
it's not
You ain't know
as
it's fake.
noticeable for fake breasts
Bro, you
as
bro.
a fake ass because most women are not gonna have the legs for that.
Yeah, they do too much.
It's like
It ain't proportional.
you know when it's stupid. It's like, man, they can't be real.
that's because they can't afford to get the thighs too. The celebrities can't.
That's nasty.
Even the celebrities.
Do y'all go to
can tell
gyms?
that.
Y'all go to like local gyms?
No.
There's a lot of girls that work out for their body.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
But I'm saying work out to a point where like when they got what they had to get their body looking like it was, then they
gonna
work
get
out to a form. No, they get the surgery first and they work out. You feel me? Like that's why you see girls with ooh, she built right, but it ain't moving. You feel me? It's walking, but it ain't waving at me. You feel me? It's just you feel me?
It look natural, but it ain't. Tell you, but because they know the game, bro. They'll gain weight, get the surgery, and then lose the weight so it build around, look good. They know what they're doing, bro.
Cause everybody ain't got plastic. Some of them just got they stomach moved to their buttocks.
I never.
Like, y'all don't know what the game is, bro.
I watched Dr. N.O.N.A.M.E.
They going hard right now, bro. Like, and it feel the same and shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro, y'all niggas don't know, bro. They out here fucking y'all, fucking niggas up, bro.
I don't get out here like that.
That's because y'all young guys don't know what it look like. Because y'all used to seeing
Don't know what it look like.
what a real woman look like
What don't know what a real woman look like.
without all that extra stuff.
I do.
We ain't got mamas and grandmas and sisters.
I'm talking about why they young though.
What we don't do? We see cougars. We see older women that, oh yeah, she would have been. She used to be right.
Yeah, everybody got that one teeth though.
And we being honest,
That you were like, you know that bitch was fine at 21.
True.
And she got that wagon on from like 1998.
Hey, cause I used to work at Big Lots Distribution Center. That was folks sleep at where them plants. Them folks who been working about 13, 14 years. I mean, no nigga. What? Them folks be right in there. Like what? How you look like that from your neck down, bro? With your face up, you look like you about 50, 60. But you feel me? If you had a hoodie on walking forward, you feel me? I'm gonna think you like 20.
Man, look, let me just say, everybody had that one bus driver that had the face of
I ain't never get to ride no buses, bro.
But when she got up and opened up the door, sometimes you like, goddamn, lady.
There wasn't no fine teachers in my school.
It wasn't no fine. It was one.
They are now though.
It was number fine teachers in my school. I was hitting on my teachers every day.
Hey, that's a big thing.
Dropping the kids off at school.
We be talking about how they go back to their high school and get they old teachers that they crushed on, bro. How bad teachers is.
Yeah, the teachers be
bad teachers. Cause there's some girl that in college.
They be like 26, 27, 28.
You know, fresh out of college.
I had one bad teacher. And then I had like two teachers that you knew was like freaks or something, you know what I'm saying? But I had one bad teacher and she was mean as fuck. She wasn't going, don't smile at me. Fine stuff.
I'm gonna keep smiling.
I had to come to class today.
Sit in the front of the class.
I bet you I get an 8 in the class.
But it's nah.
Can you explain this to me, man?
I don't think I can at all.
Teachers back in my day, they weren't coming. They weren't. I don't know if they paid attention to their appearance, but it's definitely not as glamorous as it is in these day and time for teachers. You know, the attractive female is really trying to be super attractive, and
Cause they got to compete with filters
but they going to school looking like it though. They going to teach class like 4+4.
Before we get off, what y'all think about all this fake stuff? Like eyelashes, wigs, and like makeup artists are making bread these days. Cause like women don't even want to go outside without their face mask.
You don't know a can of word.
Oh, bro.
Tell me what y'all, cause a lot of that taking y'all got to do is sponsoring that type stuff. Like that stuff is expensive, bro.
It is.
Wigs cost $300 and $400.
Every woman.
I didn't realize that.
Excuse me,
Dre, makeup artist.
I got something I want to say.
Oh, go ahead, man.
My bad.
It's your show.
No, fuck that. I can't
story to it.
I can't stand that shit, bro. Not so much as makeup.
But just fake everything.
Wigs, weave, fake asses, fake titties. I hate that shit, bro.
With a passion.
And I'm not the type of nigga who like African up, with the natural. I'm not, you ain't get no deodorant and shit. And I ain't like that. But like,
stereotypical.
I don't like.
They gonna beat your ass and this.
Women, we ain't trying to jump on y'all.
No, not that. No, not the African woman, like the African.
You talking about the no deodorant?
Like the African, like strong type American, African American woman.
The
natural African American woman who like don't shave her arms and I don't like that per se. But like a natural woman,
African. That's what I'm saying. They go whoop your tail. They're gonna get on your head about that.
And Europeans are actually like
that. Is European. That's what I'm saying. No, that is white people.
And I got that from the dudes at work.
So
I didn't know that. They said Europeans, they don't shave. They Gucci hairs.
When have you ever just seen that woman be like
just
black power and she stand up, put her fist in the air, and you be like, whoa, no, that's a white thing you see, bro. You have never seen a black arm because you'll be like, black ass armpit hair.
Super.
Fuck y'all.
But the gist of that, like, I don't want my daughters to feel like they got to do all this fake stuff to compete with everybody else. Like, they got fake hair, fake nails, makeup, and on top of that, they putting filters on the pictures. Like everything already fake, and then you filtering it.
Exactly. My
like, what you really look like? You can't fix
look the way they supposed to look.
I've ran into a couple of situations where you will see a person on the internet
and you run into them in the city. They don't
and
even,
you don't even
know on the ground. Like she did not bad. Like she look on the ground. Like,
right. Not even about being bad or attractive. I don't even know who this is. And they'll come up and be like, "Hey, what's going on?" I'm like, "Oh, hey, who's this? You know?
Oh no,
you don't look like you look on the internet." Oh yeah, they got that stuff. That's crazy. But even in real life, the eyelashes and wigs, makeup. For me, I would say how much how much different does it make you look? You know what I'm saying? Like if you put all that on and can't nobody recognize you, when you don't have it on, it's gonna be scary.
Bro, you ever
Like,
seen a chick
but
that
hey,
you knew on the internet and you like that bitch don't look like that?
but listen,
Mm-hmm.
All the time, I be like, ain't no way in hell she that bad.
But I've seen chicks that wear a lot of makeup, will wear a wig and have like long, luxurious hair, will wear a bunch of makeup and have pretty skin.
They feel like they got to compete with
They
everybody
do.
else on the gram.
Telling
You know what I'm
them
saying?
how
That's
to
the
wear
sad
They
thing.
have long eyelashes themselves and put
like
on.
telling.
Exactly.
And it's
Like, you ain't got to try to do that.
Don't go chase no big bad. Don't go chase no big sack for these hoes. Like, you feel me? That'd be like telling you. That's us telling our little brothers and stuff, our little homies. You feel me? Oh, pussy gonna come with the money. You feel me? They know with the glamour and keeping up with the status of society, that's what's gonna bring you the most money unless you're trying to work your ass off for it. And that's just factual information. You feel me? You
But
can't
it's
tell.
sad though that
It's
you
sad,
got
but
to
that's
do
the
all that.
reality. Because it's sad that men gotta. We are talking about that the whole time. It's sad that men gotta make all this money just to, you feel me, get the life desire that they want out of a woman. You feel me? That's the society.
And it's to the point where they be so insecure without it, they won't even come outside. Like if they ain't did and their makeup ain't done, they ain't coming outside.
And if they do, you gonna call them a hood rat. You done came out with this bonnet on your damn head. You ain't got, you feel me? What did you looking like? That's just us.
It ain't no in between though. Like you
you
can't
can wear a scarf, my nigga.
You can't like just take the bonnet off and be your natural self. You got to go from bonnet to made all the way up like
That's
the
definitely
strings.
true. And that whole
What
come
happened to
from
the
like
middle
you
one?
raised your kid.
I done met chicks that hair be real long and they'll have a short hair wig on. like they'll have a wig, you know, or I don't know what the hell it's called. I ain't know, you know, I don't know that much about it, but they'll have a wig that they hair like down here, and their actual hair is down their
It's
back,
longer than that.
and it's like, oh, that's weird. Or a chick, I remember I told a chick like, dang, you know.
Maybe they want
I
to
told,
change
I told the chick she looked good without her makeup. I told her she looked better without her makeup.
Yeah, she got mad at you.
Man, she got pissed off.
I told her good.
I ain't never saying that again.
I told her good that shit went. It's
No,
because
we
the
need to keep
makeup
saying
be
it.
looking different.
We need to keep
It's
saying
like you look like you
Like,
got
yeah,
paint
yeah,
on your
yeah.
face.
For
Man
real.
or not, we need to keep like, no, you look better like that. Like your
Like I
natural
would
self.
rather
Like she
look at
got
your
pissed
natural
off,
skin.
like, for real.
I don't think they do it for us though. I think they be in
They
competition
do it for
with each other.
themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
you
Like, I
got
gotta
to
get
they'll tell you
some
they do it
longer
for
weave than her. My nails gotta look better than her. My makeup got it's for other women. It ain't for us.
That's
It's
good.
like men are not needed. Women will tell you
that they don't
can
need no
live
man.
on this earth and all men are wiped out. They will give them no.
They'll be dead 2 days later. Kevin Samuels had a whole episode about it. Y'all watch Kevin Samuels?
Why they be dead?
I
They
mean,
don't know how to survive.
Why they don't know how to survive?
How you? Okay.
All the major stuff that happens in society that helps us survive, like growing food, and infrastructure type stuff, comes from manual labor of men. I ain't saying women are out here making money, but it ain't the
I'm
type of stuff
saying,
that makes us
Yeah,
survive.
exactly.
Who told you that? Because the same person that told you that probably the one who came up with the stupid stuff we were talking about earlier.
I mean, I will say
That's
this.
not-
Just
that's
look,
just
how
not
many
true.
women
Just
you
look.
know out in the field picking
Doing anything manual.
Most women, what the? Ooh, boy,
Out in
like,
the field
look,
picking
man,
manual labor?
what you mean, man?
Have you been to the peach field in Clinton, Alabama? In
What
Clinton,
is,
Alabama.
women are the ones who started with like the nurturing. That's what women did. Men went out and hunted.
That's what they
We're
did.
talking about now.
We talking about
But
now.
I'm saying we're saying when you saying I was saying
Bruh.
if the earth had no men, you would say
Bruh.
women couldn't survive.
Bro, how many women?
If Earth had no women, men couldn't survive either. So it's
a nice
As far
balance.
as
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
Kevin Samuels had a
Look,
whole
he's
episode.
saying
It's a nice balance. Don't get
So
me
you
wrong.
saying men would last on earth without women until they just died out of extinction?
Yeah, because we couldn't.
Women would die from what?
Because they couldn't be able to sustain
I don't
survival.
I strongly disagree.
I mean, we can
Because the biggest threat to a woman on this earth, if you ask a woman, is a man. A man is one of the only things that can overpower a woman. Physically.
But we talking about like ain't no grocery stores or none of that. Like you got to survive. Women can't do that by
You can
themselves.
fish. You can
What? How many women you know how to know how to fish?
You gotta learn.
How many women you know?
How many men my age do you know that don't know how to fix a tire wear? I mean, know how to change a tire wear. Back in the day, that's something that everybody knew. We talking about the newer generation.
I just don't think they could.
A tire
survive.
isn't
I
necessary.
just feel like that's. I just feel like you feel me.
Not taking up for women, they powerful.
That was very, you feel me, manly to say, you feel me, because, and the only reason I'm saying that because I'm a Capricorn, bro. I think outside of like what we sitting at, we're 4 men in here speaking. They'll look at us how they look at the white man, telling them, "Oh, abortion. There's no such. You shouldn't have abortion. You shouldn't do this, that, and the other." You feel me? We ain't gonna talk about that because we already over time. But you feel me? That's just. We like to throw women off like white men like to throw
I'm
off
not throwing them off, but I stand on what I believe. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Oh, no,
you know what I'm saying? But they can't survive on their own.
I just say that's like the white man saying black people
we
can't survive on their own.
We can't
That's
survive.
not
We can't survive with each other.
Why is it like
Because
the male and
female have to eventually accept that we are two. Like men have to eventually accept that certain things we will never be able to reproduce. We will never be able to have a child as a man. There's certain things as a man that women can do that we can't do. Women had to eventually accept one day that there are certain things that they can't do that men can
And
do.
all I'm asking is for y'all to think outside the box and name that. All I want y'all to do is open y'all
I
mind.
named it.
What's that?
They don't know how to build nothing like construction. When last time you
It's
seen
men that don't know how
anybody?
to build something, but if you put in a situation where there's no men, you have to learn that.
But it's men that do. It ain't no women that
It's women that know how to build.
And this lady,
There are architecture women out. I'm not understanding what y'all are saying. That the playing fields are way too even. Why do y'all think?
When the last time you seen a woman working on a construction site?
On a construction site actually building something?
Yes.
I haven't seen a woman out there
Have you
building
seen the
something.
trash woman?
Why do they need that?
have you seen the trash?
Because eventually they will need that.
Survival. We talking about survival.
We talking about survival to the end of extinction.
I'm saying,
You know how many women I met?
A woman riding on the back of the truck coming and picking up the cans. And
You know how many women I met who have told me that they want to be at home, taken care of by them. That's their ideal. Like they want to make money to spend on that
And I'm a man who wants to have, you feel me, sit on my ass and have 2 or 3 women come bathe me, wash my balls, feed me, and all that extra shit. That's just that's because everybody has a goal set and
There's women out there actually doing that.
That's a attainable goal for them. That's something realistic that they can do mentally because in their mind everything is materialistic. I can materially attain that goal for a man. You gotta have a lot of money to have 3 girls come
realistically, women can do certain things, and realistically, we can do certain things. They cannot survive.
Hey, we can do everything. I mean, we just gotta agree to disagree because I understand that. But you feel me? I just know I'm standing strongly on that because you feel me. We bring women into this conversation.
I just said we can't. For me, it's we can't. Male and female can't survive
without each other.
Without the other one.
I agree.
Especially as human. Now, frogs are something that can do some magic.
I don't think men could.
Seahorses or.
I think women could, but I think men would go insane.
Everybody would die out because if a woman doesn't have something to reproduce by,
by extinction. That's what I'm saying. Women would die.
It would almost be the same.
Kill each other.
Now
you might be right with that.
We can't survive,
but we gonna fight each other.
I was gonna say I don't know if it was just males on Earth. Man, we'll be blowing.
Women gonna fight each other.
Just do it.
Women will fight over, women are catty, bro.
2021 women that fight more than we do.
That's gonna be fake though. Man, a lot of that.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of
They
that.
ain't killing each other like men.
They
go to the they do petty stuff. Like
women be fighting.
If they had that real, they would.
They gonna rip fingernails off and rip weave off. But women don't be shooting and stabbing and doing each other like that as much as men do.
But think about
any scale, any
think
race.
about this though. Emmett Till. Think about how many men are killed for women.
That's true.
Okay.
A lot of men that got killed behind a woman, but that ain't necessarily her fault. That's your fault.
But that's most women.
The most time you mess with somebody else, a woman that you know somebody else wants. That's your fault.
That woman who's sick, that man.
You know you should have smashed her.
Most times you messing with somebody else's woman, you know it's somebody else's woman. That's your fault.
I'm just saying.
Even if it ain't your friend, because
all I'm saying is, women. If there were no men, women would be killing each other just as much as men.
Hopefully we'll never have to worry about none of it.
Yeah, I know, because I definitely don't.
Let's work together. We want to be a team. We don't want to have to compete. We don't want to have to cake you. We want to actually go back to falling in love again and actually loving each other.
I don't want to be on Earth without women.
You know what I'm talking about?
Y'all get rid of women,
Hey,
just let me jump off a cliff.
Tunchi
That's for the ladies out there.
Tunchi without money or money without Tunchi?
I'll take the Tunchi without
I want
money.
something in the middle. I want a little bit of Tunchi and a little bit of money.
But
That's what the married life is all about. You ain't never gonna be rich.
That's not the question.
You ain't never gonna have too much Tunchi. You gonna get a little bit. You see what I'm saying? That's why you used to get married. It's about.
Man, that's
You have a consistent situation going on. You got this out the way. Now you got something that I think that's marriage too. Is you got one less thing to think about in a way.
marriage is deeper, so much deeper than sex stuff.
No. It ain't not even about sex.
Because you got your
lady.
and y'all still gotta be together.
You got your lady, and that's one less thing. That take a lot away from a lot of men in life. Being single, that take a lot away sometimes because you still chasing. But when you get some out the way, like it's like, oh, okay, I'm used to walking. Now I get a car. Now this is out the way. I ain't got to worry about trying to chase and get no car because I ain't focused on that. If I got my lady, I ain't got to worry about, oh, I got to chase you. Do all this to try and get that attention for it. Now I'm good. Not saying you let yourself go, but this one thing out the way. Boom. Hey,
your whole motive is different.
Yeah,
it's about building. It ain't about like playing.
But Tunchi is a very, very important part of life.
It is.
It is.
You could say it is life.
I mean, it's the center of life. It's where life begins. I can tell you that much. It's where it begins. I'll tell you that much. But look, it's the N.O.N.A.M.E show. Like, share, repost. Tell a friend, tell another friend, so we can get more views. Yeah, man. Thank you, Tim, for coming out.
Always.
My man is blessed us on multiple occasions. Man, look, that because I feel like we got a minister. You might need to pray for us as we leave this place because we said a lot of ignorant stuff as we walked in this place. Thank you, Junior, again for your presence. What's up?
Look how big this catfish is.
I seen that. He didn't hear what I said.
You short.
Anyway, thank y'all. Y'all be safe. Before you trash.
My bad, bro. I didn't know I was gonna see this catfish.